Hi, I'm Ron Netter, and in this video I'm going to show you how to take Microsoft Cortana, whether you've got the Cortana app or you've got the Harman Kardon Invoke, and control your Sonoff 4-channel Pro and handle your garage door. And that starts now. For those of you who've been looking at Cortana, and because of your situation at home or at work, that's going to be the path that you want to go, you can get Cortana to talk to this. And I had to go mute Cortana because it was going off every time I said Cortana for some strange reason. But it's easy to do. Just because the Cortana infrastructure doesn't have native support for Sonoff at this point doesn't mean you can't get it work, and I'm going to show you how. So what we're going to do is we'll switch over to our trusty, or my trusty, Samsung. Well, hang on here. We got to get things out of sequence here, and we'll do that, and then there we go. It's amazing what happens when you get the right keys in the right order. I'm going to skip past a few steps. I've got this all in the description or show notes in case you haven't done anything with the Sonoff devices before or Cortana. You're going to need to get the Cortana app on your smartphone. You're going to need to get the eWelink app on your smartphone, and that's going to involve creating a Microsoft account and a cloud account for eWelink. Please use separate passwords on both. You're going to hear me say that throughout this entire range of videos. You've got to protect yourself, especially when you start linking multiple systems together. Also, we've got to use a third-party service called IFTTT. If you haven't heard about it, don't worry about it. I'll walk you through it. It's really simple. Now, that's the third account you've got to set up. But once you settle these up, then it's just a matter of using them back and forth. So it's very straightforward. Trust me. You'll be able to do this. Not a big deal. And I'm going to show, anytime I talk about Cortana, I'm going to show the Harman Kardon Invoke, because that's the hardware component, and that way it lets me keep my Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus free for doing the configuration. I thought about doing the configuration through the web browser, but the interface is much cleaner on the Galaxy, so we're going to do that way. So at this point, I'm going to assume you've got your Microsoft account created so you can use Cortana, that you've got IFTTT installed and you're logged in, and you've got eWelink installed and you're logged in there, and then you've associated the Cortana account to IFTTT and the eWelink to IFTTT. Really, it's very straightforward. The how-to steps are in the description, and if you've seen my other Sonoff/Cortana, I went into the detail there, but I don't want to keep rehashing the same thing again and again. So let's go through the process now, and we'll turn off my lower third there for right now. So to get the process started, we'll hit plus, and then we'll tap on this. Now it's going to display a whole bunch of things, so we're just going to tap up here, and we'll search for Cortana. And son of a gun, it found it. So now what we'll do is we'll say a specific phrase. And this is where Cortana really has, this is where it shines. It's much more user-friendly. You can use the commands you want to. And if you're not using Cortana, I'm going to show you on the other systems how you can do this too. So we'll say a specific phrase. At this point, we're going to go, I'm going to open the truck garage door. So I'll just say open truck door. Now, if there's multiple ways to say it, or you have another language you want to use, I haven't tried that, namely because I barely handle English at times. So you have other ways to do it. Now, if we go down here to where it says, what do you want Cortana to say in response? We'll say opening truck door. And that's completing the trigger piece. So this is, as you can see here, we'll drop the keyboard out. So really, there's not that much on this screen. We'll tap the check mark. We'll save that. Now we said if Cortana hears us say, and make sure, yeah, I've still got it on mute. If Cortana hears us say, open truck door, now we'll go to tell it what we want it to do. So again, to keep from scrolling through a bunch of things, we'll just type EWE, and that will bring up the eWelink Smart Home. Now, because we are using a Sonoff 4-channel device, we've got to select something a little bit differently. So you notice at the top of the screen, it says turn 4-channel plug on or off. So we'll tap that. By default, it's going to pick up, or should pick up, just the 4CH Pro V2 device. Now, which channel? Now, if you want it to turn on all channels, if you want to do it all the garage doors at once, that's fine. But we're going to go channel 1. That's what we have defined as controlling the truck garage door. And we'll leave it set to on. And I would encourage you to enable this receive notifications. You won't be opening the door that much, but it also helps build an audit log so that you know if the door has been opened or closed, especially if you were not the one who did it. So we'll tap finish. And we're done. So now we'll go tap back there, go again. So now you can see where it's on here. Now, we could use just this command to say open truck door and raise it, open truck door and close it. But let's make this a little more user-friendly. So we'll create another applet. We'll go back here and we'll say Cortana. And this time, on say a specific phrase, we'll say close truck, if I can spell truck, door. And what we want Cortana to say is we'll say closing truck door. And we'll drop the keyboard out of the way. Okay, so you see what I've got set up here. Very straightforward to do. So we'll tap on the check mark. Now, we hit what we want it to do since we've identified the trigger, and we'll go up here and we'll type EWE again, and we'll type EW Smart Home. Now, we'll tap the 4 channels plug, and again, of course, it's defaulting to the 4CH Pro 2, and this is the name you gave it when you associated the device. Now, which channel? We're going to say channel 1 again. This is where I wish it could tell you the name you defined for it, but you know what? I think we can all handle that. Now, this is the one that will not sound counterintuitive. Leave this set to where it says turn it on, and here's why. Remember when we set up the 4CH device and we made these not latching, but inching relays to where they went to, well, here. We'll do it again here just a little bit. We'll tap one of these, and you'll see it on, off. And I get over here a little bit better. See, it goes on and off. So if we tell it to go off, don't think it's going to trigger. It's expecting to release it. So what I've always done is just set it to on. So we've got 2 different applets that do the same thing, but the command syntax or the language to use makes a lot more sense. So we'll tap OK. And we'll say we want notification, click finish, and we'll go back to the main screen. There we go. We're done. Okay, so now at this point, we're going to test, and I will unmute Cortana. Hey, Cortana, open truck door.
Opening truck door.
Okay, it worked. Now let's try the next one. See, now and on the phone you may have just heard it beep in the background. The notification came through, and you'll see here, very up top there, it says Applet run if I say open truck door. So there's your audit trail. Now let's go to the next part here. Hey, Cortana, close truck door.
Closing truck door.
That's it. And then here we go. We'll go back to the phone. See, now it says the truck door is closed. So really, you can't make it any more straightforward than this. And what I love about this implementation, and for those that are on the Amazon Echo platform, and I'm going to show you how to do this with IFTTT for that as well, so that you can have the same functionality. Since for at this point, Amazon has a little bit of limited command structure with the Echoes, but you see how this works. So, I mean, you can, and let me remute Cortana here. That way it doesn't have a panic attack. So you can see how this works. It's really very straightforward. And this is what, with having IFTTT, where Cortana doesn't have the native integration, you've now got that through IFTTT. Do I like that I've got to use a third-party integration piece? No, because that's one more thing you have to potentially troubleshoot. No disrespect to the IFTTT folks. They've got a great platform. What little I've used it as of late, and I'm using it more, I really like it. So kudos to you all. I like having the minimum number of things in place. But what's to say that at some point Cortana doesn't get native integration? We can only hope. But for now, this at least gives you an option, because folks, you can control up to 4 garage doors with this, $30. I've got links in the description to this, so if you buy one, I mean, I will get a small commission that will help getting other things for the channel when I have to go out and buy them, and the manufacturers, are not interested in providing one so that I can show it the videos, and that's fine. That's their call. But if you would please subscribe to this channel, and then make sure you click on the little bell icon right beside that so you can get notifications as soon as I publish new videos. Right now I'm doing 2 to 3 a week. I'm probably going to try to continue at that level. I can easily do 2. There's all sorts of things coming up, more than just controlling lights, controlling doors. We're going to get into some of the streaming media receivers, and I'll really show you some things that I think you're going to like. So it's all a smart home process. It's more than just light bulbs and outlets. So that's something to keep in mind. If you subscribe to my mailing list, I'm not going to rent names on that out, but what it will let me do is, if you haven't clicked on the little bell icon, it will let me give you a heads up when I have posted a new video or videos. If I find a special deal on something, especially if it's a flash sale or limited one-time situation, and for example, I'm having a talk with the folks at Sonoff about doing something special, but I want to get some other videos done before I bring that into the picture. So that's what it will let me do. But if you please subscribe, because I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers is my initial goal, and then I want to get it up to 1,000. So anybody who's interested in doing this, please, if you haven't seen me cover something so far, please let me know, because I want you to get as much enjoyment and function out of this as you can. If you are a nonprofit, member of a nonprofit or a service organization, and you're looking to do something for people with special needs or physical challenges that could use some advantages like this in their home, reach out to me. I'll be glad to sit down with you, help you come up with a plan where you can do this kind of thing. Who knows, you might even do it potentially as a fundraiser. You could put the kit of parts together and treat that as a fundraiser. Again, I'm happy to help you with that, because the more we help each other is the better place this world's going to be for everyone. Well, that's pretty much got us to the end of the video that I plan. And really, as you can see, it's very straightforward with Cortana, getting it to talk to the Sonoff 4-channel Pro. There are several things that come down the pike. Every time I sit down, I have a chance, a few minutes to plan, I'm already thinking of the next videos. So that's going to be more things that will be showing up in the book that I'm working on. And this has ended up taking on a life of its own. It's become much more involved than I initially had thought. But, if you've watched any of my videos, you know I like the toys, and I'm having a lot of fun with this, so I want you to have that same kind of fun too. So I'll have videos you'll see on both sides of this, where I'll be linking to various playlists that I got to help you find the information you need. And again, please, if you have any questions, I'm watching the comments. I'd be glad to do whatever I can. If there's something you'd like to see me cover that I haven't so far, something you'd like to see me cover in more detail, like where I'm going to show the IFTTT integration with the Amazon Echo, that's already been added. It's just a matter of sitting down and writing out what I'm going to do. But please let me know, because I want you to have as much fun doing this and let you work smarter, not harder. Well, this is Ron Nutter with another edition of Tech Bites with Ron Nutter. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you again soon.